Hi, I'm Eric. I'm working on the rocket test trailer.
Hi, my name is Mac Wiles. I am currently working on the Green Mamba.
I am Daniel, and I'm working on the reverse engineering project for the Generation 6 chassis.
I'm Mark. I've been working on the mobile rocket test platform.
My name is Christopher Michael, and right now I'm working on designing the back half of the chassis for our next-gen car, and I also work on the afterburner system.
Hi, my name is Liam Shaw. I'm on the CAD team here at Larsen.
So my name is Logan. I'm an employee here at Larsen Motorsports. I do a lot of administrative assisting with Chris Larsen, and then I also do a lot of the marketing and business side here.
My name is Niveda Madhusudan. I'm an intern here at Larsen Motorsports, and I'm a graduate student, and I'm majoring in aerospace engineering and specializing in the field of propulsion and combustion.
I was interested in Larsen the first time I actually kind of got to campus. I saw their truck on campus during freshman orientation. I saw the big jet engine on the back of the car, and I thought, wow, that's really cool. Like I definitely would like to check more in on this and see what it's about.
Biggest thing that interested me is interning at Larsen was getting to have real world experience for what I want to go into, which is either motorsport engineering or automotive engineering.
I chose Larsen because what they do is really like nothing else that you can find. You know, where else are you going to be able to work on jet cars as a college student?
I started four-wheeling when I was 3 years old, and so from that point on, I kind of went from quarter midgets to go-karts to all kinds of different random motorsports throughout my life because I love it and I'm very passionate about it. It's where I feel most at home, at a dirt track, asphalt, whatever it is, I feel most comfortable at a racetrack. And so when it comes to coming here and learning all about these jet dragsters and potentially having the opportunity to get inside of one is an insane thing. I'm so excited.
So my background in racing is that my family was racing for a long time before this, and my parents got me my first car when I was 5 years old for Christmas. I started competing when I was 8 years old at Bunker Hill Drag Strip in Indiana. And I kept racing and racing until then, and I raced for 10 years in junior dragsters. And one year I was participating in the YES program put on by the Army at the US Nationals. I was displaying my car and teaching people about drag racing. And I love teaching people about drag racing and pulling new people in all the time. And that's where I happened to meet the Larsens at. I met them multiple times over and over and over again, and they just kept pulling me back to Florida Tech and all the amazing things that they were doing here, and just I could be an intern and I could work on their stuff and progress my racing career into something more than just like drag racing and bracket racing at small tracks.
The most valuable thing that I've learned here at Larsen Motorsports is that there's no stupid questions. Being able to actually ask people questions and get real answers is so great because otherwise I would walk around just not knowing things, and I feel like knowledge is power, and they really help you here with that.
Well, I've learned two most very valuable things. One is obviously, of course, the technical stuff, learning how to work with Siemens NX software, and very soon I'm going to be learning how to use Star CCM for computational fluid dynamics. Another very important thing that I've learned here is, frankly, just working with the team. I mean, I've had wonderful coworkers here, co-interns here at Larsen, and it was just a really fun time, learning to work with them, learn to work as a team. What I enjoy most about my project is the connection between the virtual model that I'm developing and the real vehicle, and I'm able to see both in real time as they develop. So I'm able to make sure that the model accurately reflects the actual real vehicle.
I enjoy the creativity of actually modeling the parts itself. I think that there's a lot of ways that you can go about working in CAD. There's not just one way that you can model a part, and I think that being creative kind of helps out because you can not really know if one thing that you're going to try is going to work out super well, but then once you try it and you actually see that, okay, this is a shorter way to do it than this other one, then you're like, well, that's another tool in my box right there. Larsen Motorsports was most interesting to me because it's a lot of hands-on practical stuff that I'm doing. I myself, I'm the one that's actually building the individual pieces for the afterburner, or it's actually me that's designing everything on the chassis that I'm doing. So it's a lot of practical skills
And then like especially with machinery that I really like, because that's something really that engineers should know, but may not necessarily know that practical experience.
What's been really awesome about my internship here at Larsen Motorsports is that it quickly turned into a job where I've actually come in and I work here almost full-time for Larsen Motorsports, and that's gonna end up being my career, which is really awesome because I'm already in my career path while I'm still going to college.
When it comes to work like doing some part designs in Larsen Motorsports, you actually get to design the real parts of it. So it's easy for you to visualize the actual parts and see how big or small that is, and it is very easy for you to visualize and practice that in CAD. So once you have all your skills that are practiced, it becomes really you get a very good knowledge about how are these parts going to be modeled. And so that's one of the major things that the internship here is doing to me, is that getting really skillful in designing and analysis parts, and therefore in the future putting my own thoughts for how the design can actually be created to be more efficient and put some good optimization methods.
What's cool about the work that you do here at Larsen Motorsports is that it's not just another class assignment, it's actually going out and being applied to an actual jet racing team that goes around the country showing off what it can do, if that's working on the car itself or if that's working on the marketing stuff to promote the car. Whatever it is, this stuff actually gets utilized. It's not just busy work.
My internship will help me with my career because, as I said before, it's a stepping stone for real-world experience, which will help me later in life whenever I end up getting a job in my desired field, of knowing what I'm doing before I get there.
Well, since I'm a major in mechanical engineering, I'm currently using tools and techniques of engineering that are very relevant to what I will be using in industry. In terms of tools, for example, using Siemens software packages. Siemens is an industry leader in terms of engineering and engineering software, and many companies throughout both the United States and the rest of the world use Siemens NX software. And also a lot of the engineering practices that I learned in the classroom, I'm able to apply here, as well as learn certain industry tips and tricks that may not be taught in the classroom.
This will help me in a search for my career because Larsen has connections to defense contractors all in Melbourne, and their name is really the leading edge for internships at Florida Tech.
It will help me with the skills that I've currently developed with my time here, as well as being able to develop a network, with people that I've known here, with Chris Larsen and Elaine and a lot of the other co-interns. After I and the other co-interns graduate, we can develop a network to where we can, call in, favors for each other, whether it's to job interviews or certain positions in engineering companies.
A personal goal of mine has always been to be in a career that I actually love, something that doesn't feel like work every single day, something that makes me feel comfortable and happy, and just something that encourages me to get out of bed in the morning and really go after whatever I'm doing that day. And what's really great about this is it combines so many creative avenues for me that I'm able to mix with these financial things that I love as well. And I think that's what's really awesome about my future here at Larsen Motorsports.